All right, we're almost to there. All right. So we're gonna cycle around until we get Mr. Sev back in. Oh yeah, he's saying it crashed. Whatever. Either way. Logic chain spec it, please. There we go. That's what I like to see. And Sev is trying to say that his Mac is better than the single core. But I've yet to see Mr. Eric crash Quake, Sev. Okay, we're going to get this thing going live. And we're going to see take 2 of Sev versus Eric. Sev getting... this is the opposite... oh, God. Take the teleporter. Take... oh. Alright. Well, that's one way to get the Mega. Now you're going to walk into this fight a little bit weak. Although this actually is going to be better for Sev than the last one. Because he's got to watch out for the long-range fights. He should be leaving this room because Red's coming up. He's going to be late to it. Eric has already got position on Red and should be getting it right now. He does. And he will, of course, have Rail. So Sev not, again, having a Rail. So maybe Railguns don't work well on Macintoshes. I don't know. But it'll be first frag for Eric, who had a little bit better stack, and he's shown up in time for Mega. So, you know, pretty critical because he was down to about 40 health at the end of that fight, but Mega is really going to help him out. And it'll be able to basically, Sev, not having any weapons, you can't challenge for items unless you got at least plasma, something that you can defend that position. Preferably the yellow armor that remains up on its post right now that both players have ignored. So Eric kind of foregoing a little bit of a stack way early for Mega. He's going to be bored in this room for a while. Sev should be making sure that he has every weapon available to him. It looks like he only has rail and grenades. So there is a rocket launcher on the red armor. Ooh, good lord. Quake is crashing. Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that? Anyway. Who knows? Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Something about Sev and needing weapons. So, yeah. Eric gets away with Mega. So, a nice play there. And, you know, I would say for Sev, you know, his opponent has just reached 200. So this will be a test to see whether or not Sev can stay out of the crosshairs of Eric for like the next minute. And it's more like 2 seconds before Eric finds his opponent. So that is frag number 3. Sev is on the recovery. First place he should be is, honestly, if he's at red, he will die. Now, he's between his opponent and red, and he fired defensive plasma, so he should be getting this red. That's good there. He should be getting the yellow as well. He should know his opponent has Mega, and he should be getting rail and rockets at least. And then going back around for an LG. Coming back down, that's a death sentence. He would need to hit 3 rails in a row in order to kill his opponent, and that's just not going to happen. So, nice rockets there, the pop, but again, no good exit in this situation. He's probably going to be fragged. Ooh, look at this little bit of splash. Interesting, but it's going to take really good rockets in order to kill Eric. So that's Mega. Sev might not reach red in time. Instead, he went for the yellow. So Eric's back in the game and can get the frag. So next place Sev wants to be is looking to do damage. That was a nice play there. And he should be basically, yeah, he's too far into the room. He doesn't have enough to, actually, maybe he has done enough damage to get the Mega. Or just get a kill. Nice play. This is incredible. Alright. Yeah, so Sev was actually a little bit better on the aim than I expected. And he did knock Eric down. So 4-1. That makes it a little bit more interesting. I was just in, like, my thoughts were totally in defensive mode. This is kind of weird. He's gonna get shot if he shows himself in this mega room. There's one, and he whiffs his. Coming back, I like the play to come back for it though, but the problem I have with it is that he was actually below 80 health. If you look at his health at the time, he was 73 and 5, which of course is a total of 78, which is not enough to survive a rail. So really. It's a really ballsy and risky move to make a press in for a follow-up rail whenever you don't have a total of 80 health. He had a chance to leave the room and fight another day. Instead, he's sticking around too long for these rail shots. We passed the halfway point. We'll take a look at Sev. All right, now that's he gave away his position. He wasn't quite sure. Like, if you hear the yellow armor, then you can time if they're for some reason going to go to that. Oh wow, lucky he didn't eat a rocket. Eats a rail instead, so he'll die. But yeah, the drop from YA to portal, you can time it, and if they don't show up, then you don't want to give away your position, because at that point they know exactly where you are and they can decide how they can beat you to red armor. So alright, so Eric can hear Sev screaming. Sev was smart to not do the jump there. Kind of bounds into the room. And that's the kind of thing where you need to make sure that your opponent has left before you come darting out like that. He was right to guess that Eric would eventually be making his way where he is now, but without the timing, you can't really assume what path they're going to take. So, it's a second hiccup. I wonder what I've gotten going that's causing shit to hiccup on my system. Who knows? It's probably because I've been bad-mouthing Max so much. It's karma.
Oh. Hey,
is that Matt?
Kick someone from the server for me. Yeah.
What's up, Matt? How you doing?
Good. I'll come on a co-cast with you. I just need a spot.
Gotcha. I'm getting told that I'm signing in and out on Quake Live. That's kind of weird.
You are, actually. I was going to join off you and then you disappeared. I was like, whoa.
Maybe after this game, I'll just, like, totally reconnect. Well, I have to wait for the server to shit on itself, so I've got a spot. But yeah, Matt, I don't know if you saw this, but PV, a guy from the community, wrote us an IRC bot that handles King of the Hill signups. So we're actually testing it out tonight because the rest of our staff isn't around to manage the list. So we're letting this IRC bot do it. And it's pretty cool. So you can go into townfield.tv and type status to see the list. It's pretty rocking.
I've seen that and it is very cool.
That was actually a really, really drawn out fight for the amount of plasma and LG and plasma that both players extinguished and expended. They drew a lot on the walls. Effortless renames to Raffle Effortless. Nine to 2, and Eric is going to secure his crown in the next minute and a half. He's done a fine job against Sev. Oh goodness, Sev almost hitting the air rocket. Does get another kill, has brought this thing within 5. But with a minute and 15 left to go, I don't foresee this thing swinging back the other way. I think maybe Eric, though, got a little bit off his game.